It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Jets, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. Might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Wilson on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. If think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Little. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
The throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. This will be caught just inside the 10. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit in the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Wan'Dale Robinson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Russell. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing again here, Wilson. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The Jets at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. To throw is Wilson. He'll get that one to Carter, complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
Again, Wilson. Back-to-back catches here for Carter. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. The 40. 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, Charles, as a defender yourself who made a few of those plays back in your day, I know you know there's no better feeling than a pick six for a defender.
And the big thing is when you take it and you realize you're out there and you've got a great chance to score, not to get overexcited and have one of the yard lines trip you up, or the turf monster, as we used to call it, knock you down before you get to the end zone. That didn't happen on that play. He carried it home.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Wilson.
A throw to the flat for Carter.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Wilson will throw again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick six to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick six. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
On first down, Wilson.
He'll drop this underneath to Carter. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
They'll run with Carter.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Wilson on the keeper. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on third and goal. This time Wilson will throw. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown Jets. Christian Kirk from a yard out.
And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Lutz good on the extra point. And they've cut the lead to 21-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And the Jets will take over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now it's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And got his man complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now Wilson on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
66.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Wilson. He'll check this one down to Carter. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Throwing is Wilson. Open man is Kirk, complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
He'll dump this off to Carter, complete.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Another catch for it there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, Do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Christian Kirk with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Jets are back within a score.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And now look at him go. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Kyron Johnson there on the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The left side throw complete to Adams.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical.
And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game.
Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They go play action here on first down.
Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, They almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back in the 32. John Franklin Myers has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Final minute now of the third quarter. In motion, the tight end. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, Wilson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown, Jets. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the save. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll set up a throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Back to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. That's caught inside the 20.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
A big play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. He finds his man, complete. It's Russell. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 more on that one and another first down. Throwing again here, Wilson. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course, you got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Elijah Moore
from 8 yards out.
And the Jets have cut it back within a score.
Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides.
Okay, great.
Throwing now is Wilson. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Now Wilson. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Here's Wilson.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Wilson to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. He's back to throw.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this one too low.
Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Ashton Davis.
Well, I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. It looks good, and it is good. From 54 yards away, he bangs it through.